Okay, so this video is going to go over the menu in Aleks. So when I log in, it takes me to my home page, basically. It tells me what I'm going to work on next, what topic I'll work on next. If I hit continue on my path, I'll be working towards completing the week 2 objective. So it shows I've already completed 13 of the 21 objectives, and they are due April 30th. So if I hit the menu button here, now learn will throw you right into your path. So clicking on learn is just like clicking on continue on my path. So review. This will allow you to review topics that you have already learned. So it will choose for you, or you can click on this arrow to bring up the carousel. Then if you click here, you can pick which week you want to review. So it's showing you right here how many topics you are able to review in each of those weeks. So week 1 I completed all 21 topics, so all 21 topics are there for me to review. Week 2 is what I'm working on now. It's not complete, but I did complete 13 of those topics. And week 3, 4, and 5, they do have topics that I can review. So my initial knowledge check indicated that I already knew these topics, so they won't show up in my learning path. But if I want to review them, I come here. So say I want to review something in week 3. It loads all the topics I can review up here in my carousel. Now say I want to search for a specific topic in this specific week. You can click on filters and start typing in the topic. Let's say I want to do order, and you see 2 topics appear with the word order in them. So you can filter these as well. And again, you can only work on topics that you have already completed. Okay, so let's go to assignments. So right now you don't see anything in assignments. Your learning paths are not assignments. Those are your learning path. The only assignments you'll see in here are quizzes and the focused review assignments. Those will show up here, and if you want to review either of those, the quiz or a focused review, you would come here and you would click on the score. So say the first quiz I got 88%, it would show 88% here, and I would click on that and I would review it. Or say the focused review, say the first time I worked on it I got 40%, because you can work on that multiple times. Every time you submit it, you can open it again until the due date. So say I've submitted it once and I had a 40%, I can come here, click on it, and review it. If you open it again, you would actually get a whole new set to review. Or, yeah, the focus to review. Okay, worksheets. Worksheets are just that, practice worksheets. Now, the worksheets you have to create. So you go to New Aleks Worksheet, and the worksheet it creates will be topics that you've already learned. So if there's topics you haven't learned yet, they won't show up on the worksheets. So you can print these out if you like, and let's refresh this. The next time you go to worksheet, you can close it or refresh it. You'll see here's the worksheet I created. I can click here to open the worksheet up again if I didn't print it the first time, or maybe you're doing it by hand. If I want to see the answers now, I can click here where it says answers, and that'll bring up all the answers. So you can create practice worksheets and you get the answers for them, and you can keep creating them. Each time you do it, it'll bring up new problems, and as you progress in the term, more and more problems would show up on your worksheets because you've completed more. So it will only put problems on the worksheet you've already learned. Okay, so there is a calendar. You can look through that. It shows you right now, well, this was week 1 and I already finished it and it was due on the 23rd. You can view by week, 2 weeks, month. Where you've seen these green lines, this shows you things that are open for you to work on. Like the focused review is going to open on the 17th. So this is just showing you that's open. And then here, quiz 1 will open on the 30th. The focused review part 2 will open on the 1st, and then you still have focused review part 1 open, because the focused reviews will stay open until Friday of week 10. Gradebook, you can see your individual grades, but it's not going to add anything up because we have to put your grades over in CAMS. So you see here, I completed week 1, shows 100%. Week 2, I am currently at 62% because I still have what? I think it's 25 topics. Is it 25? I think I've completed 13 of 25. So that's 62%. So as I complete that, this is my grade. And as long as I get it to 100% before the before the due date, then I get 100% for my grade on my homework. And then you'll see the quizzes, and then the homework in here is those focused reviews. The weekly homework are your objectives. In here where it says homework, those are going to be your focused reviews. That's just the category we had to put it under. In your actual gradebook in CAMS, it's going to say focused review in the gradebook. Okay, reports. I like to use this for the objective report. So it shows me the current objective is week 2. So that's what I'm currently working in. If I click on view full report, it's going to show me all 5 weeks. I've completed the first one, 100%. The second one, I've only completed 13 of 21. So the week 3 homework, I've already completed 13 of 25, so I have 12 more to go. And the week 3 homework is going to open as soon as I'm done with week 2 or the due date of week 2, so whichever comes first. So if you finish before the due date, the next week will open. If you don't finish before the due date, the next week still opens on that due date. So you might have 2 open at the same time if you request an extension. And remember, you have to email and request the extension, and it's best to do that ahead of time, because if you request an extension at midnight, we're not going to get the email till the next day. And you can extend a weekly objective for 2 days, and it's 5% per day. So if you have a 95% and you want to extend it, it's not to your benefit because you're going to get 5% knocked off anyway. So if you're less than, say, 90, because if you're at 90 and you request 1 day, the highest grade you can get is 95. If you request 2 days, that's 10% off, so the highest grade you can get is a 90 anyway. So then here's week 4. I've already completed 12, and these topics that I've already completed is because that's what it showed on my knowledge check, that I already knew those topics. So they don't show up in my learning path, but they will show up on quizzes and the final exam, so you want to make sure you know how to work those out. Okay, so Message Center, these are your email, well, not really emails. You can message me from, say, if there's a problem you're working on and you're not understanding it, you can send me an email that will send me a copy of the problem. And when you send a message through here, it does go through to my email, but I cannot email you back. I have to come in here and send you the message through here. So this is where you would see your messages. And textbook, this is where you could see the ebook. So remember, the first half of the book is pre-algebra. When you open this ebook, this is the entire pre-algebra book. And you can, if you look at the contents, this is the entire book. We're only doing Yeah, up to chapter 7. And then we go to the dosage calc book. But you can read chapters in here. You can highlight and you can take notes. So say I want to go to this chapter, this section. Let me highlight this box because it's important. Let me put a note here and says important. Save it. Maybe go to this chapter, and if I click on my notebook, it tells me where I've highlighted things and where I've left notes. Okay, so that's, you can read in here. Let me show you. When you get to exercises, here's PDF, or these are the examples. There's PDF transcripts you can look at things. Oops, where'd it go? Here's a lecture video. You can come here and see a lecture video on that specific topic. Sometimes the exercises have videos. So this video and transcript will probably be pertaining to this exercise 17, exercise 38, exercise 41. And then you can click on media here. Say you just want to find a video on a specific topic. Say it's in chapter 4, fractions and mixed numbers. Let me click on see all. And here, finding factorization. And I can watch this video if I want. So that's what your ebook is all about. So back to the menu. And actually that was it. You can look at a dictionary if you like. But those are all the different things you can do in the menu in Aleks. So thanks for watching.